It's been a while, but here we are again. I've been away for quite a bit, but yeah, I've been working on some stuff. I was looking at my overlays, and I figured, man, I need to like overhaul some stuff and make it a little bit better. It feels, well, it's not really that it's dated, but I feel there was a lot of wasted space. Like even in this overlay, you can see like there's a pretty thick border all around, right? And it takes up a lot of space that I could use to like make my screen bigger or like display other stuff, or maybe even like show portfolio, like things I worked on in the past as 3D modeler, or even show off art that other people made of me. And I didn't have the space for that in my other overlay, because that other overlay was very static. It was just, yeah, I just made it, exported it, and it was ready for use. But that also means you can't really adjust it or change its size, right? So that was a little bit of a problem. So that's why I started thinking last week, like, what if I change some stuff? So I went with a more rectangular design overall, but I still went with the whole software cyberpunk aesthetic. So hopefully you guys look forward to it. I can switch to that scene in a bit. I can probably show you. Yeah, let's first show you the old one, like just our regular gameplay screen, right? Like this was just our regular screen. As you can see, same borders at the side. Bottom left, that's where we had our notifications, and on top we had our chat and what is it called? The pop-ups for the drink RPG. But besides that, I couldn't really space much more. And then you had Fugi, right next to me, if I was in a voice call. But it overlapped a little bit with the gameplay, which sometimes it was a little bit bad, because sometimes you want to show stuff, right? And then the current time underneath, I do like it, but I felt the spacing was a little bit odd. So that's why I swapped some stuff around, and hopefully I set up everything correctly, that you guys can still hear me once we move over to the new screen. But let me show you guys. Bam! Now on the other side. And I even got a filter effect on me. Now, what I was hoping to do was that with the music player on top, you still have the music. You can still see the song that's playing, right? But it's a little bit more reactive because we got a spectrogram at the moment. And right above me, you can see a slideshow for artwork that people made art of me. The one that's currently showing is just AZ's art from a bit back, but I still love it. So that's why I just made it as a first demo, just to see how it works. And then also above me is the background that I made for Deadly Jinn John. It is just a static image. Like, honestly, I should probably make a specific video that zooms in a little bit and then shows like all the details of that background with and also like zooms out at the end so you can see the total picture, but also like the details. And then I can have that in a slideshow. And the nice thing is that I can just turn off certain elements of this overlay. So, for example, if I don't want to show the portfolio stuff, I can just click this and it's gone. See? So if I'm doing art stuff, I can just show this. Or if I have something special to show, I can just turn it on. But if I don't want it, if it's too distracting, I can just turn it off like this. No way you know John too? Yes, yes, I know John too, and he knows you. He mentioned you when we had a collab. Hi, how you doing? I'm just showcasing my new overlay. I've been working on that the last 2 weeks, I guess. It was my classmate in college. Yeah, I heard. Small world, huh? Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like, for some reason, I get in contact with a lot of Filipino people. Yeah, and actually, the thing you see above me, the one with the purple gate, that's the background that I 3D modeled for John. So that's the background he's currently using whenever he's like just chatting, right? I made that in Blender. Extremely small world, yeah. Yeah, I was just going over the little changes that I did. As you can see, there's a lot more animation, but it's more subtle instead of like too distracting, because before I had that whole rotating, pulsating thing around my stream, right? But now it's a little bit less, but you still see like the flickering of like the whole cyberpunk software, well, slightly malfunctioning, which I still love.
Nice.
It all looks nice and clean. Thank you. Also, another thing, I kind of got inspired because I saw gameplay of Metal Gear Solid Delta, the new one that came out. And you know when they have the codec calls, right? Where you see like an image and then, or like you see the border of the person you're calling, but then it also has like a spectrogram for when you're talking. Look at what I did at the bottom. Like below me, I actually got a visualization for a spectrogram that I made. So if I remain silent, the bar goes down, but if I start talking, it raises up to maximum. And if it's at maximum, it turns orange, and then if I stop talking, it slowly turns white and goes down again. A pretty neat trick. It's actually pretty simple to do it if you have the plugin, and then you just have to make a graphical overlay for it, and then it looks pretty nice. For the live chat, which is now at the side instead of above me, it's a little bit wider there. So I think for longer sentences, it looks pretty good. And there's also now the sys idle awaiting input searching little box next to it. We don't have anything set for it right now, but what I was thinking of doing was inputting like GIFs and webms for effects if people do redeems or if people show up. Like, I think it would be nice, you know how you do like normal shout out stuff, right, in chat? But it would be cool if there was like a visual element to it, like you could show their PNG in that chat box thingy, like slightly show up for maybe what, 10 seconds? Just as a visual guide that someone showed up in chat. But I haven't figured that all out yet. And our time thingy went to the bottom right. I can even make more stuff, right? So if I add the waveform visualizer, let me move it over here. Let's see. And then we select it to our music. There we go. So we can set it like this, and this is curve, but you can also set it to bars. And then let's see, we can. I think we should be able to increase the number of bars. 24 gaps 8 bar width. What? Oh, what if we turn it into something like this, for example? What if we do it even more? And then we should have a minimum bar height maybe of 10. Let's see, normalize volume. Oh, that's much better. Bar width, maybe we can do it to like 10. Oh, I love it. This is such a neat little plugin for OBS. Like, you can use it for your microphone, but you can also use it for background music, or if you're doing something fancy. Oh, maybe we can even set one up for Fugi, for Discord sounds. And there's step bars. If you're feeling very old school. Level meter. I kind of forgot what that was. I think that's just sound output. But I think there was a circle one as well. Let's see, mirror frequency access. No, that's not it. If you put the side to 900, is that correct? Oh, we can do some very fancy stuff if you make it like semi-transparent in the background, so it's not too in your face. So let me give you a shout out. If I still know what the command for shoutouts is, because sometimes it's like exclamation mark, sometimes it's slash. Let's see if this works. But yeah, I still play with John once in a while. Let's see, we played Satisfactory, we played Monster Hunter. Slash is the integrated. Oh, that's Twitch itself. Let me look if I got something set up on my Mix It Up. I should have done it, but I'm never sure if it actually works. Let me give it a try. Does it work? Hey, yeah, we did. Ooh, you were playing Marvel Rivals? What kind of role do you play? Do you play like a DPS or tank? Nice. Oh, there it is. I found the thing. You can set it to rounded caps, like this. Main support. Ooh, what kind of support? Is it like a buffer or healer or like shield provider? Like, I think there's like a lot of supports, right, these days. Or like crowd control, maybe? I've been looking at Marvel Rivals, and I think I'd enjoy playing Venom, but I'd only play, yeah, I pretty much only play Venom then. Like, I used to play MOBAs a lot more, but then I kind of escaped them. Like, I think it's already 7 years ago that I stopped playing League of Legends, and I just never came back. Like, I ended up on Gold 3 or something, and I was like, yeah, that's good enough. all the supports you. Oh, okay, so it's not. Okay, I didn't know that. Like, sometimes in other games or other MOBAs, you have like these supports that, well, even though there are support, but they support in a different way, right? Like they stun enemies or blind enemies, or they give a shield instead of healing. Okay, I see the radio layout as well. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And then we can turn off the mirror frequency axis, right? Oh, but that looks a little bit silly. I like this one, the symmetric one. And then there is a dead zone. What does dead zone mean? Oh, if you don't want it to be too extreme. Like this is very extreme, right? And then put it like this. Oh. Radio arc. Oh shit, that's so cool. You can even adjust that. Oh, imagine if you have like a perspective background, and then it's like a fisheye lens, right? Then you can have like this rotated onto a monitor, so it looks like it displays on the monitor. Oh, I can already see ideas with this one. Let's see, radio rotation. Oh, okay, so if you do this, for example, and then you can do, oh, that's so nice. Sadly, I'm not a music channel, but if I was, I would go nuts with this. Like, imagine if you had like separate channels for like low sounds, high sounds, and that sort of stuff. Mono, stereo, single. Ooh. I'm not sure what window mean, because they have window and they put it on Han. Not sure what that means. There is an option for fast peaks. Oh, that's for a fast increase, but then a slow decrease. Inertia. Ooh. And we can have a low cutoff or a high cutoff on the hex. I thought there was a there should be another option somewhere for, because at the moment the spectrogram visualizer is just going inwards, right? But I thought it could also go outwards. Oh, there it is. Hey, we can go the other way. How should I use this power? Wait, so I could do, for example, 180. Like this. And then I could rotate it 90 degrees. Oh. And then I can put it like very big. Somewhere here, centered. Oh, I see it's slightly off center at the moment. I think that's better. Oh, you can even have like emotes or like an image. Like I could put my slime in the center then. Ooh. Can it pulses? Let me check this one out. This one just makes it blue, huh? Oh, you can up the gradient. And then depending on how far it is, it turns bluer and bluer. What if it's range? Okay, if it's above a certain level, then it shows. That's kind of cool. gradients. Ooh, wait, what if we start with, what's a good starting color? Something like this. And then instead of blue, we maybe go into red. Oh, that looks so cool. Wait, and we could turn off rounded caps if we want. You know, this reminds me, like sometimes you also have those layers where it's just a PNG and then based on the base, it scales. Wait, this is giving me an idea. Let's see. Add image. Oh, I can only have one thing open at a time. Also, what kind of games are you up to lately? Are you planning to do any more co-ops with Neko and the rest? I'm looking. I'm trying to join up on the Lethal Company collab that Kimi is hosting. I think it's either the 31st or the 26th, something like that. But it's gonna be like a stream where I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to partake on a Saturday morning. But I'm willing to make that sacrifice. The images, artwork. I need to find my slime. Oh, I'm not sure how. It's just transparent, right? There we go. So if we now scale him to the right size, that he fits. Oh shit! Look at that. As if it's made for it. If you can adjust the angle slightly. I'm just messing around at this point, but sometimes it's fun to just try stuff out for see if it works, right? Wait, why is it not? Okay, this one is just making it smaller on one side. Normally you should be able to. Ooh. What if we change the properties again so it's like less than 180 degrees? Where are the options for that? We had it before, but bars, oh yeah, there it is. So we reduce this. What if we turn it to, for example, 150? And then we do an increase by 130? Oh, 120 then. 100 maybe? That's still off. 105. Now it looks like he had like music hair. Hello Although it looks pretty nice. Something like that. I'm not sure if we should have the visual like this, or if we should just color correct it to something like pure white. Something like this. Those who know still recognize the shape. So what if we then put it together in a group? Group selected. This could be a nice thing to put in the corner, I guess. Was it funnier to put it like in the center? Although it is a little bit too bright, so I think maybe if we use filters, can we use it? The effect by. Oh, there is the holographic effect. How does that work on this? Oh, it does make it semi-transparent. So we can have it very... Oh, wow, would it be considered washed out? I guess it did. Have the 3D effect. Then we can rotate. Oh, what was it again? Like, was it 1 degree? That seems to work. And then we should probably make it wider, right? Wait, the opacity doesn't work anymore. Why is that? Wait, what happened with that? But with the coloring, it goes up like this. Understandable. Oh, is it the brightness? Maybe brightness. at the moment. I think pretty decent. Now for the background color. I should probably move this to... Let's see, where is it? Screen capture, right? Capture window. Like this. Oh, but then it removes the other effect to it. Okay, what if I do a personal filter? It's not chroma key. Color key. Oh, this is rough. Because on one end, you kind of want the horns to be blocking out the entire spectrum bar where they are, right? Color key. Let's see. Wait, did the quality just go down? I feel like the quality went down of the spectrum bar. Why? What happened there? Properties. I'm not sure if it's just on my screen, but it looks much lower quality now. That will be. No filter. Yeah, there. Wait, what happened there? Because now suddenly it's back again. Oh, it's if I color key it. It's so weird. Wait, what if I chroma key it then? That's the same thing, huh? It doesn't like filter effects directly on it. What about color correction then? Ooh, it does the same thing. Wonder why it breaks. Well, in that case, we should just put it back in the group where it was. All the way at the top. Put it in decoration, and then we move it down. They should make a like a plugin so you can put a group in a group. OBS, that would be nice. Also, hi Tatsuya, sorry I was a little bit distracted. Hopefully everything's right. Hope you had a good week. Static background. It's a chat. So I should probably make a visual element for a care package, because at the moment it's just a notification in chat, but I should make it more visual somehow. it doesn't work, eh? That's a bummer. How to do it then? Well, I guess we could just put it on top as well and just be very careful with where it ends. Scene capturing overlay. Wait, why does it do the thing again? Oh, because it's still chroma keyed. That? At least we got something pretty to look at while I start integrating something else. Otherwise it's just like this big empty gray screen. It's probably not a lot of fun to look at. Wait, we can go further beyond. We could add even more bars at the bottom, like different style borders probably. What if we actually did that? Add more waveform visualizers. Also listen in to Media Monkey. Hey Yuki, how you doing? We're messing around with spectrum filters. Also, I'm trying to collect some ideas on redeems because I think what we can do is we can have more visual elements for what's it called, the GIFs. Like, you know, if you put in a keyword, that it actually plays a sound sometimes, right? But instead of just a sound, what if it also give a visual? Stuck at Black Mage. But would it get a lot of use here though? That's also the question, right? Are you kidding me? That's literally one of the group quotes. I know, but we're not really playing a lot of. Wait, are people still playing Black Mage? I thought everyone moved away from playing that. There's a certain blue hair girl. Wait, you mean Kana's playing it? The main? Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Like, it's been a while that I kept track, and people swap around classes so often. And I'll be honest, I have not played Final Fantasy quite a bit. Also, I've been thinking, like, in Final Fantasy XIV, I never really touched the Chocobo racing and the Lord of Verminion. Maybe I should look into that, because those kind of look like fun mini games. Like, what if I go back to Final Fantasy XIV, but instead of doing the main story, we just go for Triple Triad and and Chocobo Racing and Lord of Verminion. I'd be curious about that. Like, would that be fun to do? Why Chocobo Racing when you can have horse race? Yeah, there is the horse racing. A lot of people love their horses, eh? See, what if we put in a minimal value? Where's the minimum value? If there is any. Wait, did the quality just go down for this thing? Oh, maybe I zoomed out too much. Maybe it has to... Video height 220. Damn, it became very big. Progress, pretty decent. Like, as you can see, the base things are working. I'm just working on the interactive stuff now. Which includes like the audio stuff. This doesn't look as nice as I was hoping it would. What if we put it already in the group? Maybe that matters. Oh, where is it? Where's the group? Song player, decoration. Yeah, there it is. Is it maybe the... Not waveform. Oh, wait, what if we do step bars? Oh, that kind of looks cool. And what if we lower the rotation of the arc? Then we have to crop it a little bit, I guess. Okay, we have to do even more radio arc lowering. Like this. Of course we can like crop in the edges so it doesn't stick over the edge, right? Or we can increase the rotation. Go further beyond. Ooh, there's a full circle maybe? What if we set it to 180? Hey, that's weird. 180 isn't 100%. Synchronized? Inverted radial direction. Mirror frequency? What I want is to make it bigger, so it covers all the edges. Wait, what do we, if we increase the base? Yeah, like that. Something like that. do something like that look? At least it fills up the entire screen now instead of just the center. Now we can also look at colors. So we can make it pulse. For example, something like this. Why would we want it to be so transparent at that rate? Wait, I wonder, can you still have rounded corners on this thing? Probably not, right? You shouldn't be able to do that. Peak frequency. Range. Yo, the gradient looks better. I do feel like maybe we need some kind of gain. Smoothing. That zone. Or with 24. Oh, we can make it smaller. What was it? If it's 14. Oh, there's way more bars. Look at that, all those bars. Bar gap. What if it was 2? Yo, that looks cool. Step width, 2. Damn. It always becomes like pixel style. Step, yeah. Target volume maximum gain. And now it's gone. Because the sound is very soft. Wait, is it because I normalized audio? Inertia, high cutoff. Is that centered? Maybe I need a little bit more movement. Like that. Although you can always like play an animation in the background to add even more motion if you really want it. Okay, I think we are done with this, with the whole audio thing. Let's see if we can see where is it. Imagine, I really like that thing of Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, where it says, where he says like, "My sources, I made it the fuck up." I think that would be a funny one. Oh, found it. So if we just copy this then. And then we... Oh, but if I have to download it, then... How do you download again from YouTube? Let's see if this actually works. Okay, I got it downloaded. Then we should make a folder probably with memes and GIFs. So we can collect them all in there. Just to be sure. Okay, we got it. And I should probably... yeah, I should cut it in Adobe After Effects, I'm guessing. Then I duplicate tech animation and I rename it to meme size GIF size for this. And then I just have to import it. It allows me. They say it's an unsupported format. Really now? I don't believe that one bit. import file. Maybe it's because of the unique symbols in it. It doesn't want to import. Why does it want to import it? That's so weird. What about this one? Nope. It does not want to open. Okay. We don't really need to have it at like a very big size, right? You can have it on a smaller size. Got it. Okay, so let's cut it and then transport it to the right folder. Paste it there. Then we call it my source is. And we imported it, hopefully. See if it cuts correctly here. Wait, why doesn't it want to? Oh, it's because I did the wrong one. Okay, got it. Turn down this one. No, we go back, because this is entirely the wrong folder that I'm having open. Where is the gift size for memes? There. That's the wrong one. Stuff. Delete that one. Yes. Then we make a folder for the binary code. Because we don't need that anymore, so we can just archive that. Circular loop. History bar. Oh, that one. Tech animation components. if I don't clean it up, it's gonna be a nightmare later on. New folder for left border Windows. Circular loop is for this one. So we take this one, copy that, rename it to theme. Then we open that one, make that invisible. Then we take the mean, post there. Oh, that's great. We overlay it. Although, honestly, you would want it a little bit longer. It really is that short, huh? Okay. Oh, that makes it easier for us. Because then I can just shorten the animation to 3 seconds. One moment. There we go. Ooh, but wouldn't it be nice to have a distortion thingy before and after? Do I still have a distortion effect on my computer? Input. Oh. Yeah, distortion. Surely I still have a distortion somewhere. Oh, that's a weapon. Okay. But if I have this, then there should be a raw. But where's the raw? Software, no. Not wishlist. Portfolio, schedule, no. Video renders. So ooh, that could be a nice one. Okay, let's grab that. Put it in there. Get it, grab it. And then put it into folder as well. Sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but should be clear soon. So we got a distortion, throw it in here. We time the opacity. And we split the layer probably. Let's see, edit, layer, split layer. Move the transparency to around here. Oh, but then I have to make it longer again. 4 seconds. Oh, 5. Yeah, 4 seconds is enough, I think. Or at least for this one. Let's listen. Oh, but the audio. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, so I have to split it again. Edit. Layer. This one we back. Then we check the audio levels. Then we bring the audio levels from -33 back to probably 0. Do the same for the other one. Okay, that's great. That's great. I love it. My sources, I made it the fuck up. So now we add this first meme animation to our render list. Then we just render it out. Okay. And then the next thing we should do see, what's the next thing we should do? Probably find what folder it's saved in at the moment. Oh, there it is. Where is it? Okay, so we put it in there. So now we have to move over to mix it up. And yeah, we move up to move it up, and then we do chat message received. Wait, that's not correct. We don't have a screen yet on our OBS. So we should make that first, probably. Surface, was that surfaces? Overlay. Add a web browser source to your streaming software with the following URL. Use mix-up overlay, please. Sure, mix-up is running first. But I don't want just one screen, I want multiple. Overlays. Then I want call it the chat image window. Add that. Copy that. Then we have to add a new browser source in OBS then. OBS, where are you? Call it the same one, chat image window. Input that. Ooh, I don't know the width. Okay, let's just save it like this. We need the size of the system idle animation. You can grab that from the software by checking the composite setting, which is 500 by 500. But this one should also be 500 by 500. Then we should add filter, the mask on top. Color key, chroma key. Where is it? Mask, image. There we go, image. Then we set it to this, and then we look up the same mask that we used before for the other effect. Check this out. Should be this one. Then I go to transform. That doesn't work. Let's see, order, form, editor. If I go here, it says 23. If I go there, then this one has to turn into 23. Go here, it says 46. This one has to turn into 46. Oh, look. Look at the size, 192. 2 by 192. Then only one I have to change is the 9 pixel. And we should be good. Okay, we added the layer, so it exists now within OBS, and mix it up. So if we go back to events and then chat message received, idle, Honestly, now that I look at all these conditionals, I should just combine them all into one, because it keeps doing the whole check of like, oh, are we doing a collab or not? I wonder, should I have it enabled for collabs as well? I mean, they're pretty short sound bites. Okay, we can just duplicate this, and then instead of command, run command. I'm gonna have to do the regex thing. I wanted to respond to various versions of I think I got the code now. So now I have to put code into then I have to also do the autoplay. Save it for now. Then we have to move over to the commands part. I see you did something with the plugin. Yes, I did. What do you think? So part of the overlay I did myself in After Effects and just manually doing it. But for the glitchy effect on my PNG model, that's the glitch filter that you showed me. Thank you so much, by the way. Also, I love playing around with the spectrum thingy. Look what I did on the main screen. I just did that earlier today. At the moment, I'm also trying to get an effect to work on the well, how should I explain this? Like, you see that little window next to chat, right? Next to the live chat. I want to put little videos or GIFs in there depending on chat input. So that's why I'm trying to make it work and mix it up. I just made the filters, or how do you call it? The layers. And I already got the video cut and formatted to the right size. So now I just have to do the code input to get it to work. Also, I also got the Metal Gear Solid thingy spectrogram. Like, look below. Like, if you see under my PNG model, you can see that that bar is responding to my voice. That's also made with the spectrogram, but with an overlay on top of it. It really sells that whole, like, software vibe, right? I now also have a little bit more space to show off my skills in 3D modeling above me, and also showcase art that people made of me by having, how do you call it, like a VLC slideshow video thingy. At the moment there's only one video there. You can tune it that it reacts better than going up all the way. Oh, true, yeah, I know that, but I kind of like it like this, because now it actually goes to orange when it's maxed out, and the moment I stop talking, it turns to white and goes down again. There's like this gradual movement to it. I could make it more hectic, but I think this is fine as is. Because if there's too much animation, or like too much heart movement, then it becomes distracting, right? But yeah, I still have some artwork that I got from certain artists, and what I'm thinking of doing is like showcasing their name, like who made it, and then also have it animated. Like that one artwork where you see me with the glowing eye, I should add a name to it for the artist, but I already like the whole like scroll up on the artwork thing. 70G down, yeah, we live in the future. You think we live in a cyberpunk world with just 5G? No, we're going 70. You're the first one to actually notice that. But yeah, I just put some icons up there, so it feels like a little bit like a, well, you could say like a mobile interface, right? Because mobile also has like those icons like, oh, your connection or your Wi-Fi and that sort of stuff. There's my visual side going on. Yeah, I wish I had 70G, although I'm not sure how well that is for my body if you're within like people were complaining like, what is it, 3 years ago about, oh no, 5G, radiation, blah, blah, blah. Imagine what 70G would be. But yeah, what I already have certain sound keys. So for example, if I type in sus in chat, it already plays a sound, right? But now with this little window that I got next to the live chat, we can actually do some visuals as well. The thing is that it should be ultra low range, as 5G doesn't have much range. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, well, that kind of fits for a cyberpunk world, because in a cyberpunk era, usually the internet is kind of gone haywire, and then they have the black wall, right? Where all the AIs are behind the black wall, because they would otherwise ruin humanity, right? So it's like a very short range safe space. That's also why a lot of stuff in cyberpunk worlds are like manual, like you have to input stuff like USB sticks or like physical connections, because Wi-Fi is so unreliable and so dangerous. Because if you have a wireless connection, people can hack you wirelessly, right? Lore building. Yes, yes. I had some lore. I have some lore. Although I should really put it down somewhere, like actually make YouTube shorts based on lore drops or whatever. But I've just been busy with basic necessities for my channel, like overlays. Like I should definitely look into the logo again. Like I showed you the logo before, right? The concept for it, but I should have that worked out. And I should rework my start of stream and end of stream. But for that, I have to 3D model. I have to 3D model some scenes. Because I want to have like this camera going through various environments on stream start. So you can see like think of like Times Square or something, like an open square where you have multiple screens and then the camera passes by. But to make that, oh, that's gonna take so long to 3D model. I am not looking forward to that one. Oh, by the way, for the I'm not sure if you heard the sound effect, but we also got another sound effect in here. Like if you put Riz. I'm not sure how clear that was in audio, but it's like the sound effect for being smooth or having Riz. Is it kind of loud? Oh, yeah, I should probably lower it a little bit. How do you feel about the audio though? Like, is it loud or is it okay? Like, how far do you have to move up or down your audio on the website? Like on Twitch's side? I'm gonna guess I'm like on 50% or something. I'll lower it a little bit. Maybe this is better. Or I can just increase my volume. Depending on how people set up their audio. True, but like for me, the go-to range that I want to be at is that I feel that people should put me on 50% audio, basic. Like if someone has to max out their audio setting to 100%, then my audio is probably too soft, right? Currently it goes out from monitor is 50% at 100% overall. So stream is 50. Oh, okay, so I'm actually at a pretty decent range then. Nice. Like, because I'm always wondering that, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to be so soft that people have to go to 100% just to hear me. But I also don't want to be so loud that they have to put me on like 5% or 8% audio volume. For the crappy audio coming out of the monitor, yes. Oh, wait. So your speaker is inside your monitor? Is that how you have it set up? For what I'm doing, yes. Ah. I still have like two separate speakers and like a bass speaker. But I'll be honest, I've only been using my headphone the last few years, and I feel like my bass is kind of falling apart. Like if I touch it even a little bit, it starts like making a lot of like noise, as if the electric connection isn't well, how do you call it, like well made or like well connected, and then start giving like a lot of noise. So I should probably replace that. or I put it on my headphone, it is pretty okay with probably lower to 35-40%. Okay, yeah, but I think that's a nice range, right? If I'm around like 35-80% range, that people can still modify it to what they prefer. Because if they think I'm too loud, they can lower me. If they think I'm too soft, they can up it by 20%. There's still some play room for people. Okay, that's good to know at least. Thanks for the input, man. Where is that one? Oh, I forgot. Did you use Mix It Up as well, or did you switch to a different program, or do you use like Stream Elements? Run command, chat command, play auto sus. Where's this one saved though? Commands. Ungrouped. Oh, okay, it's all in ungrouped. Okay, so I should probably move this to a separate folder called memes. Or meme redeem. There we go. That helps me order it a little bit, because otherwise I'm gonna start losing track of where everything is. We even have it for extra thick. You know, the Aku meme. Like this.
Extra thick!
But I want to overhaul my whole setup. It's too oh, you want to simplify it? Yeah, I can understand that. I do, and yeah, that's something I noticed with your stream, is that you have like 4 or 5 different audio redeem services just for audio, right? And I feel like that's gonna be such a pain to keep track of and put the audio right for. Because I think you have Tanglia or something, Tanglia or whatever it's called. There is Blurb. You have your own internal audio, I think. What was the one where it goes like, oh hi Shiga Senpai? Was that Blurb as well? Or sound? Oh no! It's sound alerts. Sound alerts is the third one. Tangia, Blurb, Mix It Up, sound. Yeah. Why are you doing that to yourself, man? Honestly, I would not go for Tangia, Blurb, sound alert myself. I feel like with Mix It Up, I can just curate the audios myself, right? And set them right, or let them do stuff that I enjoy hearing. Just testing what works. Oh, yeah. So what's your plan for an overhaul? Are you doing like a graphical overhaul, or is it mostly for audio? I did see another nice setting. I'm not sure if it was like an OBS plugin thing, but there was a setting, I think, that if I were to be talking on my stream, that it auto lowers the audio of a different audio source, which could be very good for big collabs, right? So imagine if I were to want to say something on stream on my side, then the moment I start talking, it lowers the audio a little bit of Discord, so my voice is more easy to hear when I'm saying stuff, but it auto adjusts upwards again after I'm done talking. That's called ducking. Oh, yeah. Do you make use of that? Because I was thinking of that, of maybe looking into that, because, well, no hurt to other, like, not to be rude to other people, but sometimes I notice that some people are like very soft-spoken in collabs, but there's also other people that constantly scream or are super loud, right? Yeah, I do for music or anything. Oh, okay, so you don't use it for Discord or something, or like well, not really Fugi, but like group chats. Although I guess Discord sort of has it on its own as well, right? Okay, you have it too. Well, that's probably something I'm gonna have to look into it. I had a lot of issue with the 20-man collab. Like I mentioned it before that I played Peak with 20 people, right? But it was so hard to even hear myself because eventually I had like 19 ghosts floating around me, just all talking me into jumping off the cliff. Add this to the meme redeems. Also, another thing that I'm looking into, but I have not figured it out how to do it yet, because what I want is to make a redeem, a channel redeem, with an input where if people do that channel redeem and they input a color, then it changes my color overlay. Because I can actually do that with filters within OBS. So imagine we got our overlay over here. So imagine if someone says purple, it turns purple like this. Like you can change the visibility of your filters, right? Through mix it up. And if someone would say red as the channel redeem, then it turns red. Now I can do this with every part of my interface. So my entire interface and the spectrum bars, they would all turn red. Or if I want to have green, for example, I can make it green. I think you can do that and mix it up. Oh yeah, like I already know how to do it if I have like 5 different redeems. And then it auto sets it to whatever the redeem is set to, right? But I'm still having trouble with the input side. Like I want the chat input that is all within one redeem. Like you can set 5 different colors with one redeem, instead of having 5 redeems, because that clutters up the channel redeems, right? Like I can even go teal, which is also a very nice color, or I can go gray. So you know those channel redeems where if you click on it, then you still have to input a text, right? I think you set it up as it contains this word. Ah. Yeah, but I don't know what the keyword for it is, like $, point redeem, or something like channel reward text or whatever it's called. Like suggest colors. Yeah. Because at the moment I just have it set to these colors, where the basic is orange or yellowish, right? What I currently have. But then you can either go to gray or teal or green. I think that would be a funny redeem, right? It's not too disruptive, but it does change the entire vibe of the overlay. Like, maybe I should even add pink, just for the fun of it. Surely there's some game that could benefit from a pink overlay. But it is a nice effect that I can just turn it on. And then it totally changes the vibe of the entire overlay, right? Because I'm just showing it with the live chat overlay, but I can do it with any orange aspect of my overlay. So that's why I mostly went with like black, gray, and white, and then have one highlight color, which is orange, so I can play with the hues to get this effect. But I'm still working on that. And I thought, well, the basics are working now. I can just look into that later. At least it's workable now, right? Okay, so we add a new command. We call it auto play my source. Then we call it meme redeem. And if it happens, what happens? Overlay. Yes, what happens is an overlay. The action is a video. And the video goes to the chat image window. And then we grab the video. We should have a better map structure and affect bottom layering things like in After Effects art program. Oh yeah, like there's still a lot of things they can progress on or Mix It Up. Like I actually talked to the developers of Mix It Up I think a year ago, and what I was asking was, can you make it so that the currency system that you have within Mix It Up can be split between platforms, so that for example, on Twitch's side, we have channel redeems, right? Or channel points. But YouTube doesn't have that at the moment. So I thought maybe I can solve that by doing that through Mix It Up. So you can still have channel points, but then it's like resolved within Mix It Up itself. So you can still have redeems on YouTube side, but then you just use them with like exclamation mark instead of just clicking a button. And then it would still cost points, so people can't spam certain things, but it adds a little bit of interactive shit to YouTube. But they said they didn't have it yet, and then it was like pretty late on the roadmap that they were first gonna look into other stuff. So, too bad. I wish I could like split it up like that. Also, question to you, Shige. Why aren't you using Social Chat Ninja actually? Like, I'm not sure if you noticed, but if you talk here on Twitch's side, you see your Twitch symbol in the live chat, right? But that same live chat area will also show it if you're talking on YouTube side, and it also supports TikTok and I think even Facebook. But it all compiles it into one chat window. So you don't have to work with multiple chat windows, it's just one chat window. I use Mix It for that. Oh, wait, really? Because sometimes I see you streaming and then you're responding to someone on, I'm guessing like TikTok or somewhere else, but I never see the text on the screen. So it's always like wondering like, oh, I guess he's talking to someone on a different platform. I haven't implemented that. Ah, okay, that explains it. Yeah, but there's also a plugin, but the side effect of the plugin is that you have to use Google Chrome for it. But it's just a plugin for Google Chrome. And if you have it open in the background, it will just auto-compile all the chat thingies. And it will also show your badges. I think you even have like settings for VIPs, like, oh, if someone is VIP on your channel, then it showcases, like it highlights their text or something. I don't think I have that enabled though. If you can give it to me, I'll look into it. Sure. Let me go grab it right now, because I think these days it's just a website. Let's see, where are you on my list? Oh, that's so annoying with the Discord if you're in streamer mode that it always hides the names. There you are. There you go. That's the website. It is a local program. So what you do is you download the plugin and then you install it into your Google Chrome, and then you don't really have to use the service anymore. that's the whole benefit, that it's like locally done. You don't have to log into like a service. You do have to do the settings for the visual settings. Like if you prefer horizontal scrolling text or vertical, or if you want fade outs or that sort of stuff, you can do that all within there. It also supports custom CSS and HTML settings if you have like different visual elements you want to input into it. But I'm not that technically advanced that I can do my own code, so I just kept it simple for myself. Oh, you can also filter out bots.
Nice.
So if I were to do, for example, something I should do anyway, but to be honest, since you're here, if I do a shout out like this, as you can see, the bot didn't show on screen. So it is showing on Twitch's sidebar, but it didn't show on screen. And I have that set up for most bots. So it's only actual people that show up on the on-screen chat. Because sometimes with collabs, you have like, what is it? Like 4 or 5 different bots all spamming stuff. So for example, I filtered out stream elements that it doesn't show up. And you can just add names to it. Even if you're collabing with someone, you can just ask like, oh, which bots are you running on your channel? And then if they give you the names, you can just add those names to the filter. And then it filters it out in the on-screen chat, which is super nice. Because sometimes it feels a little bit cluttery on the Twitch chat, right? If you do a community chat or like a group chat, and then you have like 6 bots like spamming messages constantly. Yeah, I know those. So it cleans it up a little bit, which I really like. Okay, where are my memes? Memes. Honestly, that's also a good meme. The Metal Gear Solid monsoon meme. Memes, Jack. The DNA of the soul. Okay, I'm gonna test it, but maybe it's loud. Yes, it works! That's great. Oh, that's awesome. It actually fits the width, all the coordinates. I inputted that perfectly. Okay, so if I have it set up like this here, then if I go back to the chat event window, then I can change that to change the conditional. And then I can say command, run the command, which is where is it? I see it. I see the autoplay sus, riz, nice, extra thick, but where's the new one? Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to go back again to command. Oh, I forgot. I should also probably put a cooldown on it. Let's put 60 seconds on it. Like if someone says it, then it can trigger again in 60 seconds. Go back to events. Now I should be able to do it. And there it is, my source. So now it should trigger on, like you can mix it up. You can have multiple trigger words, right? The trigger words are for this are there are multiples. They are nice argument is one trigger. The other trigger is why don't you back it up with a source, or my source is, or I made it the fuck up. Any of those keywords, if you say them, it should trigger the audio cue. And then it just plays that little video in the bottom corner. Oh, no. So what you say is my source is, just like that. Because if I were to put it on just source, anytime someone says source, it would trigger the sound, which is kind of too generic, right? So that's why I let it trigger on multiple inputs. So let me try it out. My source is. It just interrupts and just goes like that. But now the fun thing starts is that I have to collect more memes like that. So whenever people say those like random trigger words, that a video plays in the bottom. And it should only be short things, like probably below 5 seconds or something. Yo, there was another great one. Isn't there from Metal Gear Rising? It's Sundowner. Kids are cruel, Jack. Nanomachines. Man, I feel like this is like gonna be 90% Metal Gear Rising memes. Nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma. Okay, this is a great one. Nanomachine, son. But I should probably also grab the extra thick one from Aku and just make, because now it's just audio, right? But it would be funny if it's actually showed a video. Part of me was also thinking that if a certain VTubers that I collabed with show up in chat, that with their first message, it also triggers an image in the screen, like their PNG. Because I have the PNGs of a lot of VTubers anyway, right? That I collab with because you exchange your PNGs for the thumbnails. I think it would be a nice nod to acknowledge them by letting them show their PNG whenever they first enter chat, or like put their first message in for the day. It wouldn't be so disruptive as like playing loud sounds or whatever, but just having it pop up a sound or like a little visual in the corner, that could be nice. So I have to go back to After Effects then, and change the name. Also, the nice thing about like this window is that it is just 500 by 500 pixels, right? And it's just a 5-second video, so it's not even heavy on your machine. Let's see, I'll be lurking. I need to finish my homework. Thank you, and thanks for dropping by, Shige. Hopefully the homework isn't too tough for you. Thanks for lurking, man. Much appreciated. Almost done, I think. Nice. Oh wait, your holiday's over, right? I think it was over. I think you said like you had 3 more days. Ooh, back to the grind, eh? Tomorrow school, and then Friday to Sunday work. Oh, just 2 days? Nice. Also, sorry if I'm still distracting you by talking to you. I know you said lurking, but... 3 days work. Oh. I'm gonna be so glad once it's like Black Friday. I'm not sure if I ever told you, but I always do like a little event thingy on Black Friday. Either like I'm trying to save as much money by purchasing all the things that I put on a wish list, or sometimes I did, like last year I did a little Wheel of Fortune thingy where people that followed me for a while could win prizes, like I could buy them games. I think this year I'm gonna do it slightly different. Maybe I'm gonna open a shop, like people can buy stuff with channel points. I think that would be funny. Yes, 25% off on your VIP status for this channel. Only today. Just sell shit. Ooh, I feel like this one Maybe this one needs to be a little bit longer. What if we turn the time to 8 seconds? Nano machine, son. We got it. But now I just render it using the same settings as I did before. I think the audio was fine as well. Wait, no. I think I should change the folder, right? Let's see, the memes folder. Okay, so that rendered. Now we open mix it up again, and since we already made the code once, we can just do it again. So I go to commands, I duplicate my source meme. I can. Wait, it doesn't allow me to do that? I can just make a new one. No machines. Meme redeems. And then it just overlay, it plays another video. Page is gonna be a video called no that 500 by 500. That is over there. Oh, I forgot to do something. I should not play it as normal, I should play it as an overlay. Yeah. Then duplicate with name. Then we render it again. $500 by 500. Then we just go to Pen tab again. Duplicate this one. Then we change the name to no machines. change the command to the machine sun one. Oh, I think I made a... Did I make a mistake? Yeah, Okay, now I fixed it. Tense. Cleans it up. And the machine's conditional. You have to go grab the magic match for that. Okay, I grab the regex match code for that. And put it there. Save it. And then I input the keyword. No machines sun. Wait, why did it play so late? Because it only played the second part of it. Yeah, it grabs it really late. Okay, we can redo that. Oh, maybe because I stopped the render halfway. Okay, let's... This, and then re-render it. Put it on the same spot. And then render it. Okay, now it should be updated. Great, now we have two of them. Nano machine, son. Why is Metal Gear Rising such a good source for memes? Oh, the Sundowner one. I'm fucking invincible. Wait, wasn't there one? Shit, there's so many variants of the I'm invincible meme. Because you have the one that translates into that invincible show with like the Mark and Omni-Man. There's the one where they have the Japanese goblin. Oh, the visual should be that shit-ass smirk of his. There's the sundowner smirk. Yeah, I think I have to split this up to grabbing audio and grabbing the video, because the original is during combat, so that doesn't display something fun, right? We got this download folder. Grab the Sundowner small video, theme folder. Duplicate the nanomachines one and rename it. I'm invincible, and then we can remove the nanomachines. This one, and we input the other one. I just need to know how long the audio is. It's so hard to find the original audio because there's so many goddamn memes. So you can grab this audio, put it here. Oh, I have to turn the audio off for the other layer then. Got it. And then I can split the layer. I think. Hit the layer again, delete that part, and time stretch the visual 600%. Hopefully I don't have to keep editing too much for all the memes that we're gonna add. Time stretch, I think we do 150, that's already enough. Oh, way more. The time stretch was a little bit too long. Put it to 300. Oh yeah, we definitely have to audio boost that one. I don't have the music from Sundowner somewhere on my computer. I should definitely have that. Red Sun. I'm fucking invincible. I don't know why, but I just love that audio. Okay, so we made the video, and now I just put it down there as just before. Now we just have to be sure that we also set it to overlay. Should be good to render now. Uh-oh. Stop the render. There's something wrong with this. Okay, there we go. It's way too long. Why is it doing it that long? Stop. Oh, is it because the... Okay, composite settings. Gonna turn you to 4 seconds. Now we render. Okay, that went way faster. That's going through it what I thought it would be. Then add another conditional. Wait until complete. Yes. Now I have to add it on the other side, mix it up. Commands. Auto play. Oh yeah, let's not forget the 60-second cooldown. Action is the same for overlay. Hundreds, 500. At least we know it works, so now you just have to connect it to the chat message. No, one moment. Hi, welcome Lucas. What's going on here? Oh, I'm doing some graphical overlay overhauls. Earlier today we made this spectrum bar that you can see in the center of the screen. And now I'm inputting memes. So, for example, what I want to do is that if people input certain keywords from certain memes into my chat, that it will autoplay the meme in that little window next to chat. You a programmer? Not really. I just like cyberpunk a lot, and I do 3D modeling myself. So the window you see directly above me, that's what I 3D modeled as an environment. Which was actually a thing I did for a friend. It's a little bit older, but I should definitely make, like I have made more stuff, right? But I never turned it into proper videos. So I think with this new overlay is that I'm gonna showcase my portfolio a little bit more, or like my history, so that people can actually see what I made in the past. Because I never did that. So whenever people would like join chat and then they see the thing that I'm working on, it's always a half finished product, right? Or like something I barely started on. But then it's very hard to showcase what you did in the past. So that's why I thought like, man, I need some windows to actually be able to show people what I did in the past as a finished product. And I don't have to manually like pull it into chat or like into the screen. It's like your hobby? Yeah, pretty much. Although I do hope to earn some money from it eventually. Like start a, how do you call it? Like a shop on VGen. That I do objects or scenes for maybe other VTubers. In the similar sense that I made this overlay at the moment. Like this overlay, it has like multiple elements. For example, I can just turn this on and off if I feel like it. Probably turn it off like this. Yeah. See, this is all modular. So maybe I can eventually become good enough that I can sell this to other streamers that enjoy the overlays that I'm making. But for now, I'm just messing around on my own channel because I also want to do miniature painting as a hobby. Like, you know, the Warhammer 40k stuff. I kind of want to... That's something I'll never be able to do. You can put your... if you want, you can always learn it, right? I started out as not being able to do 3D modeling either, or graphical design. I never followed a formal education for graphical design either, but hey, look at me, making my own overlays. I'm very busy. Yeah, understandable. Usually work and school and that sort of stuff drains a lot of energy and time. Let's see, if I input this word. Also for the back end side of my stream, I'm using Mix It Up. It simplifies it a lot, but you still have to do some regex match stuff in there. So I'm just using some notepad stuff just to be able to write it out, because I don't like memorize it all. Also, now that I think about it, while I'm not really a coder, I do know some very basic CSS and HTML. That's pretty much it. Like, you need a powerful PC for this? For what? For streaming? Or do you mean for like 3D modeling? Or like 2D stuff? Because at the moment, it's not really putting a lot of stress on my system just running this overlay with the spectrum things. I'm just idling at 6-7% CPU usage at the moment. Oh, for what you're doing right now? No. This is, well, it depends on how good you set up things to be, right? For example, I kept the image size pretty small. I kept the video files pretty small, so it doesn't put a lot of load on my system. So I can easily run this while also playing games. That's crazy, my task manager uses what? 100% of your CPU? Okay, yeah. I think you need a little bit stronger than that. But yeah, you can pretty much see my my specs below on my channel, on my panels. You can see what I have as a computer. It's not like the latest of the latest, but it is better than average, I'm guessing. Like, it's definitely not a home office PC. It's definitely more gamer-ish, I guess. I have 8GB RAM and 7.8 RAM is rotated. Oh no! Oh, I would, yeah, you definitely want to go to probably at least 16GB RAM. I think I'm sitting on like 32GB of RAM at the moment. Which is definitely needed if you're like streaming and playing games and doing visual softwares. A laptop. Yeah, the problem with laptops is that they kind of get stuck at the production age, right? So what I did is I actually bought all my computer parts separate and I built my own PC. That's why I could like list all the components in there. because I just bought all the components separate and then fit it in together. So whenever I also need to upgrade, I can just pull a part out of it and put a new part in there. Like if I need a new graphics card, I can just take out the old one, or like the RAMs. How much VRAM? Not too much, sadly. Mine only has like 8, I think it was 8 gigabyte VRAM. It's like the LDR version, which was like anti-crypto mining. Like the one that I had was made during a time where crypto mining was very popular and people used a lot of graphic cards for that. So eventually started making graphic cards where that functionality was disabled, but it also ate a little bit of the VRAM. I have a PS5. But I've been thinking like maybe I should start thinking about upgrading my graphics card to something with like 16 gigabyte VRAM. Because I do notice that some of the newer games, they're getting a little bit stuck, so to speak. Mostly Helldivers 2, I'm running into that issue. And when I was playing the demo for Battlefield 6, my system also couldn't really handle that and kept crashing the game, which was rough. But maybe someday, who knows? I should probably spend some money on other stuff first though. I think about buying a PC for like 500 bucks. Ooh, 500 bucks. I would personally recommend try to save up at least probably 1,000 bucks, because that gives you a lot more playroom. If you can save up 1,000 bucks and then also wait for certain days like Amazon Prime Day or Black Friday at the end of the year, then usually there's like PC parts on discount, right? And I think the most important thing you would want is probably your CPU and your graphics card, and probably your power supply as well. I don't need anything serious for a first PC. Oh, true. But I'm just thinking of like, what's the most value for your money, right? Because if you don't have any computer components yet, then you have to buy everything, right? Because people forget about this, but you also need a keyboard, you need a mouse, you need a monitor, you probably need a webcam if you're gonna use that. Not necessarily. You probably need a headphone with a microphone, right? I wouldn't do anything serious at all, like having games on. Oh, okay. Well, you'd be surprised like how quickly that changes. Like once you have a PC and you get Steam, you start downloading a lot of games. I have a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and okay, so you're already settled in then. Oh, are you using like the laptop to connect to like an external monitor? That's probably pretty good. See, one moment. I'm trying to look into something. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. The laptop is just not worth connecting. I can't do anything. The thing lags if you write. Oh no! Oh no! And then you're gonna have to update to Windows 11 as well, right? Oh no 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 no! That's the one thing that I absolutely hate is slow PCs. Like if I right click or open a program and it takes like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I'm already like getting annoyed. Like PCs is one of the few things that I want to happen fast. I'm surprised everyone does. Oh, yeah, like your OS system is probably gonna start eating more and more RAM and CPU power, right? 5 years? Really? But I'm guessing it's just an office PC then, right? The last laptop that I had was pretty beefy as well. It definitely had SSD cards in there. It had a 9070X graphics card in there. And it had, what was the last thing again? I think it had 16 gigabytes of RAM in there as well. It's my sister's laptop. She got the newest MacBook. Oh yeah, it's probably that that laptop isn't made for gaming, right? It's probably more made for studying, making presentations, office, Word, that sort of stuff. Okay, so while we were talking, I think I added a new command. In chat, if I type fucking invincible, it should play an audio cue now. Yay, it works. Sorry for the jump scare, by the way, but this is what I'm working on at the moment. Just having certain keywords trigger certain sound effects during stream, because I think it's funny. My laptop reaches over 80 degrees Celsius if you keep YouTube longer. What? Oh, let me guess, it never has been cleaned either. Like with laptops, what people tend to forget is that while using it, dust still gets in, right? There's a ventilation in there. But since everything is so tight-knit and stuck together, usually there's a buildup of dust inside, and then the ventilators start running worse and worse over time, and it's more quickly to overheat. It is clean? Oh, okay, then you have that benefit. The laptop is just a disappointment. Ooh. They should somehow work with that. I don't know, man. Can you work with that? I don't. Very understandable. Like, I'm just gonna buy the new Samsung phone and it'll carry me for 5. Oh, you gotta focus on the phone first? What phone do you have on your mind? Like, which phone are you looking at? I got a Samsung phone as well. I'm gonna wait for the S26 Ultra. I have not heard of that one. Let me look. Samsung S26 Ultra. What's the price of that one? Kinda curious. What? No way, that can't be right. Like, I saw some variants of the phone online for like 3,000, 4,000 euro, and I was thinking, like, no way that's correct. What? 1,800? Are you saying you're gonna buy an 1,800 euro phone? Wait, why? What are you doing on there? Rendering? Are you 3D modeling on there? Nah, that can't be right. That I don't know if it's like it's still out, not out. Oh. But that's insane. I don't think you need a phone that expensive. Price might change. Ah. Here, let me tell you about a phone that I have. I have the Samsung A52, 128 gigabyte version. Surely it's not top of the market, but honestly, I'm not using it for anything else except for browsing on YouTube, playing some games, which are not that graphically intensive. And it's still fast enough. And it also supports like 5G and everything. I think at the moment it's like 300 euro. Yo, if you just stick to your current level of phone, or like just imagine if you just buy a phone around 300 euro or dollar, then you can spend the 1,500 euro or dollar that you're saving on that purchase. You can spend that on a PC. And then you have both things, right? Then you have both. Then you have a phone and a PC. Wouldn't that be nicer though? I cannot imagine buying like an 1,800 or like 1,600 or 1,200 bucks phone. From S23 to S25, they have a function called Samsung DeX, and it operates like a PC. Really? But is it? Can you connect it to a monitor and to a PC then? Or what I mean is, like, can you connect it to like a keyboard and a monitor and a mouse? That's like a mobile, well, like an extremely small laptop at that point. You can connect to monitor and you can control the keyboard and real wow. Okay, at that point I can sort of understand it. But still, I can't imagine being able to use it for anything graphically intensive. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to do Photoshop and Illustrator and After Effects or Blender on that, right? I'd imagine then your phone would overheat and just explode. You know what benchmark is? Yeah, sure. Tell me. I know benchmarking is about like how good the phone is or compared to others, right? Oh, great, you got the Knuckles memes. I should probably save the Knuckles meme video for later, since I actually have a Knuckles model myself. So now the S25 Ultra has 2.2 million Antutu. With that much, you can play Genshin Impact max graphics, stable 60 FPS, and on upcoming 26 Ultra, you can get over 4 meter. Wait, is it 4 meter? 4M? Antutu? Oh, 4 million. Genshin Impact would be a piece of cake. Oh. But would you want to play Genshin Impact on a mobile phone? Like, that's my issue, right? It's like, I like PC gaming. I like to be behind my computer playing games, having softwares open and that sort of stuff, like having multiple things open. I would find it uncomfortable to play games on mobile. I travel a lot. Ooh. Okay, then it's understandable. I can bring box with me, like, I don't know, restaurant. Oh, yeah, true. And I'm a Samsung fan overall. Oh. Wait, is there like special functionality then if you have a Samsung TV that it can connect wireless to that as well? Probably, right? Yeah? Ooh, nice. If you, for example, have a Samsung TV, you can just use your phone as remote. Ooh. I need to. I need to find some more visual memes that I can use. Did you know Samsung created a tank? Really? Like a armored vehicle? I never knew that. What is it for, like South Korea? It's a real tank. The Samsung K9. Wait, let me look that up. Samsung K9, huh? Samsung K9. K9 Thunder? Just bought a new Samsung. Fire, fire, fire. The Samsung K9 Thunder. Hey, Doobie Turtle, how you doing? Welcome. What are we doing? Oh, I'm inputting some memes into Mix It Up so that if you use the correct trigger words, that it will actually give a response in that little box to the left of live chat. You see it at the bottom, right? It says sys idle. So, for example, if I say nano machines sun, it does it like that. Or very interesting. Yeah, I figured that would be a nice thing to add to my stream. Like if I'm doing games or messing up, like those kind of sound redeems can be funny by just talking. And even if you forget about them, that they suddenly like spring to life. Like imagine in like half a year, I have not heard anything for a while, and then suddenly someone says that keyword and then it starts playing the sound. That could be funny. There's a Halloween event. Ooh, is there any new stuff, or is it like a repeat of previous years that you can fetch all the rewards again? Ooh, would the wasted sound effect be funny? Wasted. yeah, I like this one. That's the wasted sound effect. Only thing I remember is a new new Void Rig skin. Is it Halloween themed? Let's see, where's my history? Have you seen the trailer for the new Warfare? Oh, you mean the Noko? I think it's called Noko. Yeah, I saw him pass by, but I'm not sure how to feel about him yet. I'm also curious to what his subsume will be for if you want to give his ability to another Warframe. I'm curious about that as well. Name this into wasted. Open it. Then we add wasted sound effect. That works. Oh, we can just immediately export this one. Nice. Oh shit, I should not forget to turn this into an overlay. Where is it? Overlay, overlay. There's not a lot of animation going on though. Should be. Render it. Let's see. The mushroom guy, Eureli's brother, but guess what? I got Korvac. Ooh, congratulations. And Mirage and Atlas on the way. Wait, you mean like you got the Prime version or the base version? Either way, congratulations, man. Okay, then we go back to mix it up. We go back again to commands. And we make a new command called auto play wasted. And then for the command group, we call it meme redeems. And then we do overlay. Add that. We want to add a video to the chat image window. Gonna grab the file for wasted. We're gonna input values of 500 by 500. Then we're gonna play it just to test it. Love it. Then we just save it, I think. And now we just add event word. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, like adding memes with visuals to the bottom layer. How do you feel about it? Also, what's your opinion about the new overlay that I made? I kind of like the interactivity, like even though you can't see what I'm doing, at least there's something cool to look at. Oh, I forgot to add like a time limit to it. I should probably do that. Timer. Oh, what if we did a randomizer that it triggers on wasted, or it sometimes also played the you died thing from Dark Souls? That could be funny. That's like a 50-50. Wait, that reminds me. There's also the voice line from Armored Core Fires of Rubicon from, what's his name again? Rusty? Who always keeps calling you buddy. So what's the next warframe you're gonna farm for then? I'll be going to bed, finish my homework. Yeah, I should probably stop soon as well. At least we gotta start on how this is gonna work for the memes. I should probably index some memes for next time so I can just work through them, because having to find memes while also streaming is probably not the best choice. Or I should just ask on my Discord, like, hey guys, can you post some memes that I can turn into video, audio cue things? And then next on the schedule is also the portfolio videos and the art videos probably. But hey, thanks for lurking, Shige. Hope you have a good night. See you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm coming up dry at the moment. And making the portfolio video things are probably gonna take longer. But hey, at least I'm back. I should probably play a game next time around though, since we already got some memes going. Oh, I forgot a timer on this one. There we go. And then I should probably also look into the whole how to show PNGs for VTubers that I collabed with in the past in the same window. I should be able to make that work, but I'm probably gonna do that between streams. Let's see. Can I send you guys off to rate someone? Anyone active this night? I guess people are gonna start doing the whole spooky month stream thing now, huh? Ooh, tech is online. Let's read tech. See you guys next time. I should probably stream on Friday. I'm not sure what though. maybe I should just continue Monster Hunter, because there's still a lot of armors I have to pick up. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Hope you guys had fun. I definitely did. Messing up with my new stream overlay. Bye bye.